Okay, so next up we are going to go populate our people tab. One kind of cool thing that happens here is, especially since this is the first time I've gone to that tab, the system goes through and it says, are there any users in the system, Salesforce users, who have the the permission set of Appointiv service provider who are not already set up as a service provider? And it found me that way, and that's why it's popping up here and it's forcing me to kind of fill this in. I've only got one resource type in my overbooking limit, so let's click on that and save, and it automatically creates me in there as a service provider. And then you can add other people who are not Salesforce users as well. So I'll do Marcus Benyon, maybe, big CO at mailinator.com. So you fill all these details in with their name and their phone number and everything. And the resource type, again, I've only got one in this example, but you would choose what type of category of person they are, or provider they are. This is interesting. Here is the availability time slot. So this means, with all four selected, that means that if their calendar is open for a meeting and there's time in their calendar, then somebody might be able to book on the hour, on the quarter hour, half hour, whatever. A lot of people, a lot of requests came through from customers, and they said, we only want to allow our customers to book our time, maybe starting on the hour and on the half hour, for example, or maybe just on the hour. So you can change that selection here, and that's per person, right? And then this overbooking limit. So a lot of doctors' offices, you might not realize, or you might actually know just from intuition, but you go in there, a lot of people might have an 11 o'clock meeting with the same doctor. Everybody shows up and you all have to sit there. But you can put 3 people in there at the time, or most of the time we just put 1. So if you want to allow people to be overbooked, this is where you would set that up. You can put a photo in there for them as well. I got my Mark Benyon photo here. And let's see. And I also noticed that there's a link here. So this link would be what that person could put into their emails as a click here to book time with me. Now this is going to have nothing but them selected. You can, and I mentioned before, if you've seen the other steps, that you can string these together. But at a very simple level, if they put that link in their email, it'll open up a web form and allow people to book whatever appointments they have, and let them choose through the different appointments types and locations and all those things. And now you can see, because I've got this person's photo there, it looks pretty good. And then I can also turn on this external cal, which is basically this is our sync tool that turns on and synchronizes with the external calendar of your choice. So I turned that on just now. It's going to send me an email to this email address, and allow me to do just a really quick process to synchronize my calendar. And you'll notice that that's available for all service providers, not just the Salesforce people. So you can actually synchronize appointments that are created in Appointiv to non-Salesforce users' calendars, which is quite powerful and a very useful feature. But that's kind of it for the people, and we'll move on to the next step.